Hello, good evening. Thank you all for coming out tonight. And thank you, Joanne, and your club for having us. My name is Rachel O'Connor. I'm running for County Commissioner in District 1. Just to start, to tell you a little bit about myself, I've been in Pasco County for about 20 years now. I'm a product of the public school system here. I graduated from Zephyr Hills High School, went on to earn a bachelor's degree in political science at the University of South Florida, and then later earned a master's degree in comparative politics and international relations. I worked for the Republican Party of Florida as a field representative. I managed a 5-county region, 8 regional offices there, hundreds of volunteers, worked with several cabinet members, and also served on Marco Rubio's campaign here in Central Florida. But above all that, I'm a conservative and I'm a Christian. There are many challenges facing Pasco County right now. We have out-of-control spending. Our debt has doubled in the past 7 years, and our county commission is looking at more ways that they can generate revenue. We talked about the rollback rate. That's nearly a 6% increase on our property tax rate. So, you know, while Mr. Schrader said that they're just looking to collect the same amount of revenue that they've been collecting in the past years, what happens when our property values increase with a 6% millage rate increase on top of that? Our taxes are going to be out of sight. They've also implemented a park fee, which is also a double tax. Our property taxes have historically paid for our parks, and now there's an additional tax burden on the residents to visit those parks. We have record high unemployment. We're ranked 61 out of 67 counties in jobless rate. So while our commission says that they've been bringing jobs to Pasco County, we continue to decline. 48% of our workforce is leaving the county to go to work every day. We have to generate jobs here. We have to create business. And the only way to do that is to make Pasco a place where people want to do business. We need to establish a long-term vision for Pasco. We need to invest in tourism so we can create even more revenue from those people that are coming to visit Pasco County rather than our homeowners. And we need to demand fiscal responsibility and prioritize spending. We need to look at our role as a government and say, what is our #1 job? It's to provide safety to our residents. Second to that is to provide a good quality of life. So I think the choice is pretty clear on August 14th. You have a candidate who served you 12 years, and he makes promises to bring jobs to Pasco, tells you that he's going to make it less costly to live here, but none of those things have been accomplished. You also have another candidate who is also an investor in real estate, owns over 20 businesses, and some in land development. I think that is a serious conflict of interest when you're planning for the growth in our county. And also, when you question how much money is spent in these campaigns, Mr. Oakley has invested more in his campaign than he will earn in 4 years of his term. Why would a businessman do that? Because he's expecting a big return. We need people who are going to stand up and speak for the residents of Pasco County that don't have any other self-interest. I'm educated, I'm tenacious, and I look forward to earning your vote on August 14th. Again, Rachel O'Connor for County Commission, District 1.
Thank y'all for having us here tonight. Like I said the last time we had a debate, I wish I had 20 businesses that would help pay these bills that I'm spending this money on. So I can tell you flat out, I have not spent everything that I hope to make as a salary as this new job.
Rachel, Ron, or Ted Trader, Mr. George Skinner.
Yeah, I want to ask Ms. O'Connor, does she understand the budget now, what thrilled over 3 years ago as opposed to now? Does she understand? Could you explain it to me, please?
Ron, do you want to? Oh, which one? Are you asking Rachel?
Rachel, yeah.
1 minute, Rachel.
Yes, you are correct. I said that the budget has doubled in the past couple years, and it has. Now, I didn't talk about all that encompassed in that. Now, there's also the debt, which I talked about in my speech. In the past couple of years, that debt has doubled as well as has the funds that Mr. Schrader is talking about has carried over, and so that's all contributed to the total budget.
So it's doubled in the last 3 years?
Thank you.
The total budget has.
Yes, okay.
But not expenditures.
Okay. 1 minute.
I wasn't degrading anyone for being a successful businessman. I think kudos to you on that, and also thank you for your service. What I'm speaking about is when you're working in a public position and you own 20 other businesses, it's public record, go up and look on sunbiz.org. That, in and of itself, no one can run 20 businesses and dedicate significant time to the county commission. Also, when you own businesses in land development and investing in realty, and you're in charge of planning for growth and development in this county, it is a conflict of interest. I'm not, discouraging anybody because they're successful in what they do. I think that's amazing, and we need more business owners here in Pasco. But when you're entering into public office, I think those things have to, people have to ask themselves serious questions about that.
So you should be unemployed to be in office?
I'm going to let Ron clarify this but I want to end this.
Again, I thought I answered it earlier. I do not have 20 businesses. I wish I did. I do not. I have the fruit business. I have a transportation business. I have a cattle business. I have some groves. That's not 20 businesses. But they all take some time. But I have learned with my 40 years of experience that you have to learn how to manage your time. And it takes that to get the job done. And I'm available to do that job. Thank you.
Thank you.